Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of GetHelp with Tanmay Mehta. And this time, we are going live on YouTube for the very first time. So I'm super excited, and I hope you all are too. Because believe me, we have been taking a lot of efforts to ensure that we reach out to more and more people, to help more and more people with their home cinema setups, with their problems, with their queries. And I thought that GetHelp episode with only 3 questions won't make justice. So yeah, I think a live session would definitely change things for you as well as for us. So let's see how many questions we answer in today's live episode. Okay, now before we have more and more people coming in and joining us, let me inform all of you a little small history about how we started this journey. So when we started home theater systems back in 2013, we realized that one of the main common problems that many people had was they couldn't understand that there are home theater systems which are beyond the traditional Samsung, Sony, JBL, Bose, etc. And we thought that it's our job to educate the people and to guide them, and that's why this channel is our effort of doing the same. And we see Sham already here. Hi Sham, how are you? If you guys are live, put in hi in the comments so that we know that you're here. And just to inform you all, Atharva is here with me. He is going to, keep me on track so that I don't go here haywire. Because when I try to solve everybody's problem, I kind of go with the flow, and he will be keeping a time check on us. So thank you, Atharva, for being here. Yeah, so get help with Tanmay Mehta. I think this is our 20th episode, and over the last few weeks, we have helped so many people with their questions. And this time as well, we feel that this video will reach out to more people, and we believe to engage with more and more audience so that we can answer all of their queries, which are about home theater systems, products, configurations, technologies, the room that you can do, what are the ideal sizes of the room. So, any questions that you have in your mind about home theater, please share it across. Hi Dinesh, hi Ashok sir. It's really nice to see you on chat, and both of you guys, thank you for supporting us always. So yeah, looking forward to talk to you today again. Hi Prabir. So do we have questions started? So anybody has any questions, please feel free to put them out. We do have some questions that we have received over our Get Help link as well. So Atharva has got them, and he will be asking those questions as well as always. He's going to be the voice for those questions. So Atharva, do you want to start with any of those old questions?
We'll wait a bit and then we'll start.
Fair enough, no problem. So what do you think? How many people are we looking, or how many questions are we looking at today?
Okay, so first of all, we got the first question from Mr. Sham Kumar.
Okay, can I have that on the screen, please?
Yeah, sure. Sir.
Okay. I wish to know how to match calculate. Okay, so Sham asks, "Hi sir, I wish to know how to match calculate when choosing AV receiver watch and speaker watch." Nice question, Sham. So the speaker wattage is typically in the range. Okay, like most of the speaker specifications, when you check the PDFs or the specs online, you will see that the speaker gives you a range of a recommended amplification that you can connect it. So the range varies from 25 watts to 100 watts, 150 watts. So that is the kind of range, and any AV receiver which has got a power matching within that range is definitely a great buy. Having said that, there are certain speakers which will claim about having a 200 watts of power output. Like for instance, a Polk Reserve series has 200 watts of output power. But does that mean that you connect necessarily a 200 watts amplifier to it? No, you can connect a 100 watts amplifier as well to that very speaker. Only thing that will happen is the output that will come from the speaker will be max at 100 watts in a continuous segment. And if that suffices your viewing distance or the throw from the speaker, then that definitely works. And that's how you can decide or calculate between the speaker power and the amplifier power. We have next question from Prabir. How important is acoustic treatments in home theater? So, Prabir, the job of acoustics is to enhance the sound performance. So, there are two things in acoustics which we always tell. One is isolation, second is insulation. Isolating is to ensure that there is no sound which is going out from that room or any outside sound coming into the room. And for that, you have to use a lot of rubber dampeners as well as create vacuum walls. For the second treatment, which is the insulation, you have got lot many acoustic panels or surfaces which you can use to control the echo and the reverberations in the room. Definitely, a dead room is not at all required for a home theater. You do need some reverberations. So, getting that right is very important in a home theater room. Next question is from Fazil. XGB Horizon 1080p is best portable projector. Definitely, Fazil. I think XGB Horizon is a very nice projector. You should definitely consider it. Has got amazing brightness. I think it's more than a 1500 lumens, and plus it's an LED projector. So having that LED source will change the dynamics and will give you good contrast levels as well. So it is worth considering, and I'm happy to have reviewed these products on our channel. So do check that video in case you haven't as of now. You shown small speaker for home theater. Which speakers are we referring to? Vento out here. Please type in so that we would know what which speakers you are referring to. Vaibhav Bansal is asking how much a 5.1.2 channel home theater system, including ELAC W series speakers, would cost approximately. I think Vaibhav, the ELAC debut series as a package only for a speakers should be somewhere around 1.5 to 1.75 lakhs. And if you pair a Denon X 1700H or a Marantz 5015 along with it, should add another 80,000 to a lakh of rupees. So definitely can be done under 2.5 lakhs. So that's the price, Weber, that you can look at. There are two floor standings in debut series. One is the F5.2, second is the F6.2. So F6.2 and the 5.2 has a 20,000 variation.
So the Vento has replied for
Okay.
your question.
Oh, your Insta story, you had a status. Oh, so yesterday I was at Mianti KV Distribution's office in Hyderabad and had a very nice productive day. And I took over Instagram on that day. So the speaker that I referred to out there is from a company called Garvan Acoustics. Very nice speaker. It's this small, and I was myself blown away to look at it. There's another company that you need to Google if you are looking for those kind of small speakers, which is called K Array. So K Array, it's an Italian brand. Again, another good brand making small speakers to give you great output. So yeah, but you need a separate subwoofer along with it. Oh, Vaibhav, thank you so much. I am glad to help you.
So you missed the Sanu's question. He was
Okay.
asking best center speaker for Yamaha AVR.
Uh, so Sanu, I need to see if which front floor standing speakers you have. Also the AV receiver, because what happens is we always say that the front LCR needs to be of the same brand, same series, because the tonality from the front will stay constant, and 70% of the audio in a home theater experience always comes from the front. Rest of the 30% is wherein you have your surrounds and the atmos sound active. So front LCR plays a very important role, and the center is the dialogue speaker or the main vocal speaker. So that, if paired well with the front left and right, will give you the best output. And in case you have the model numbers of the front left right, put that across and we'll definitely let you know which would be the right center speaker. Uh, there's one more message that I missed from Ashok ji. Okay, I would like to know how to set up a subwoofer, because in my opinion, it is quite difficult task to get the correct bass in an untreated room. Please tell some tip to get right, tight and deep bass. So Ashok ji, and for everyone who have these doubts about subwoofer, the best way to do that is obviously having the subwoofer placed where you would ideally sit in that home theater room and play a particular track, travel around the borders of that room or around the walls of the room, and wherever you get that right bass, make sure that you just interchange the position. So this is one way. The second way to get the best output from a subwoofer is to ensure that you have the bass frequencies set at the right level. So let's say if your crossover settings in the speakers are around 100 hertz or 80 hertz, that means that the speaker sound is going to start from 80 hertz or 100 hertz, and the subwoofer level will be dropping after that. So make sure that the subwoofer crossover is set at 120 hertz. At least 20 hertz needs to be the gap between the subwoofer crossover and the speaker crossover. Okay. So the next question that we have is from
Vento again. He's
Okay.
asking KRA available in
Oh,
India.
definitely. Yeah, KRA is available in India, and you can check them out. We have one more from Sparsh. I want home theater for my 16 by 24 feet room. Well, Sparsh, what I would recommend is my team has pinned a comment. Okay, so make sure to use that uh, link that is shared in that comment. That's where you will be able to design a great home cinema system for your 16 by 24 feet room. We have another question from Samit, who is asking which is the best home theater package below 2 lakhs without any customization. Okay, without any customizations below 2 lakhs, I think Samit, one of the best packages that I would like to go for is Focal Cibivo, but definitely not with that subwoofer. You should upgrade that subwoofer to a better woofer. The second option that you can look at is the BMW MT50 and MNK Movie 5.1, which is our recent video. So make sure to check that last video of ours after this live, and you will be able to find a great home theater system under 2 lakhs, which is not customized package. So yeah, definitely worth it. Sanu is saying center speaker for Yamaha RX V4A. Okay, so Sanu, that's the AV receiver. I would like to know the speakers as well. So your front, left, right will give you that justification. We have some more viewers joining us and more questions coming in. Any other? Okay, I want a customized home theater. So Sparsh, the same link that I mentioned, which is pinned in the comment, is the best link which is used for designing a custom home theater, designing a home theater in your living room, designing a home theater in your bedroom. Anything that you have, that's the link that you need to go to, because we have really curated the link in a manner that all your questions or all your requirements are understood by my team, and then we design some great solutions for you. So do check it out.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. We have a question coming on Slack. So
Okay.
Kevin is asking, my sub HTS 12 is not so powerful as I expected. So what should I do?
So Kevin, if your subwoofer is not very powerful, first is coming to that question of subwoofer. I think you should definitely try the two methods that were given earlier. If not, the third thing that you can do is check the phase of your subwoofer. If it's at 0 degree, if it's at 180 degree, try to change the sub phases. Also, another trick that I would like to share with all of you that me and my team follows is that we purposely increase or decrease the distance of the subwoofer from the listening position. So when you go into your AVR settings and you put in the distance, you make sure that you add or in, you either add or you subtract few feet, and that's how you can have the curve right at your spot. So these are some of the ways wherein you can try.
Okay, so we are getting questions on again live. I
So
think
I
we
have my
missed.
brother asking me here, what are some of the best outdoor speakers? So he has got a fantastic patio, so I know he's very excited for it. I think the best outdoor speakers that you can look at, Akshay Bhaiya, is Focal Litora series. So Focal Litora is very amazing. We have covered it again. It's a spherical speaker, looks very nice. That's one product that you can look at. Again, Garvan Acoustics is another product that has again got a fantastic output, and they also have fantastic, lights and everything inside the speaker. Serra Sonar, another Italian company, is what you can look at. These are some of the best speakers, but I would still rate Focal Litora at a little higher because I really love those spherical speakers. In case you have seen it, by the way, do ensure that you put in a like or just share some emoticons so that we know. Next one, okay, we have Umesh asking us, sir, I'm planning to purchase a projector around 35,000. So, Umesh, I think home theater projectors under 50,000 is not possible, but some of the products that I would still recommend you for that price range is to check. I think Optima has a business projector which can be evaluated. Another projector is the Epson W09 or W49. That's another projector which is around 35-40,000. These are two great projectors which has got WXG resolution, which is one step lower to Full HD. So definitely worth considering. Uh, okay, what else we have? Samit asking us, are bookshelf speakers better or satellite for front oblique rear positioning? So, Samit, the bookshelf is always going to be more powerful because you can get 5 inches, 6 inches driver. Even there are some bookshelves wherein you can go up to 8 inches. So bookshelf will always deliver more power, more bass, which satellites won't be able to do that. So in case your requirement is more for movies and music together, then bookshelf can be one of the best ways to go for. And in case you want it only for movie purposes, then you can stick to satellite, because satellites will do a decent job. And for surrounds, if you're going with bookshelf in the front, there are small bookshelves which can be used for surrounds, or you can then go for satellites in the surround. We have, why in our country no one speaks about calibration software. So Shailesh, I think the reason why nobody speaks about calibration software is that the calibration tools are there, but how to set it is everyone's own logic, and it's all trial and error method that one has to do to ensure that the performance of the sound output comes properly. So that's why there is no set mechanism or rule set to follow, and that's why there is no video. And also these are some trade secrets that everybody has and nobody wants to share. So probably that I see as the other reason to not talk more about calibration softwares. But in case you want a little help, I think we have done a video about center speaker and the crossover settings, etc. around that. Go check it out after this live, and yeah, let me know if that works for you. Now, before we take on some more questions, I think one of the things that I would like to inform you all is that the link that we have pinned is really used by so many people every day, and it has given them clarity on their requirements, because everybody needs home theater in different spaces. For instance, somebody would do it in living room, somebody would want to do it in bedroom, media room, a special TV room, or even a dedicated cinema room. So any room, even the outdoors, actually terrace, you have still got all these options on that link. So go check it out, and make sure that you stay till the end of this video, because all of these questions that we have coming in from various people are going to answer questions for you as well. So stay till the end.
So we missed a couple of questions from Mr. Sajid,
Okay.
and he's asking about Mission LX series speakers, Mission LX 6 floor
Floor
standing
standing
speakers.
speakers.
Yeah.
So Sajid, Mission LX6, a nice speaker. Mission is a UK-based brand, so very well known for music as well as for movies. And I think the LXI as well as MXI as their entry level, and LX is a little premium. So definitely go for it. Other options, if you want to get confused, then only you can ask me. Otherwise, I will make you stick to Mission. Okay, we have Prabir asking, sir, all the brands of AVR and speakers are of foreign brands. Why in India not a single brand producing at this level? So Prabir, for AV receiver, you need to have a lot of licensing. I mean, you need HDMI license, you need Dolby license, you need so many standards that we all see as features are actually licensed, which are taken over by these brands, and they can take that leverage because they have got tons of quantities to dispatch every day or every week, every month. In India, we cannot do that because that much demand for a brand in AV receiver is definitely not possible. But there are good Indian companies which are making power amps for home theater, uh, even some homegrown brands. In speakers as well, there are so many. We have seen Sonodyne, one of the made in India product. The second company is 8 Audio, which is again there. There is another company called Invention Audio. So all of these brands are Indian brands, and yeah, definitely. I mean, people like you and I need to promote these more and more so that we get Indian hi-fi landscape also to the same level of international standards. So yeah, definitely you should look at it. Okay, we have got another question that we missed from Deep. Please suggest stereo setup for Indian classical music. Okay, so Deep, for Indian classical music, the best choice of speakers would be something I would go for would be Danish or Scottish brands. Probably Dali is one of the nice brands that you can look at. There's Fine Audio, there's Sonus Faber, and what else? Um, Yamo probably to some extent. It's not bad either. So these all speakers have got great output because they use soft dome tweeter. So soft dome tweeter makes it very nice, very musical, and can definitely be considered for best stereo, music applications. Okay, Yogesh says manual calibration is still reset. Hi Yogesh. So Yogesh was our is our ex sales team member, so I'm happy to see him here. Manual calibration is still decent. Yes, very much. Manual calibration is basically fine tuning of the system, so it's always nice. Hardeep Singh is asking, please suggest some stereo amp for Q Acoustics 302i as well as 3030i. Some of the best stereo amps. I think the Denon Seoul series N9 and 11 are nice. Uh, Yamaha RN series actually. That's a very nice series, fairly priced, has got nice features, and can be something that you can look at to pair with Q acoustics. Hardeep. InZen Melodies. What are the best ceiling 4K projector for someone on a budget projecting to a 100-inch screen? Best ceiling 4K projector. I think Epson always will be on the first for us. Epson 7100. Then we have ViewSonic CPB. I think 701 4K. That's something which is around a lakh of rupees. That can be considered. BenQ has W1800. Optima has UHD 33 and UHD 35 plus. These are some of the nicest projectors for ceiling mount position and 4K resolution. Next question: is there any printed book all about home theater buff, not as other hi-fi market magazines? Unfortunately, Sham, there isn't. I mean, even we would love to have that book and get our teams trained more and more on that, but there aren't any such hi-fi books available apart from the standard magazines that we all come across. But yeah, definitely. I mean, we can have this created as some sort of guide, and people can just directly go to our home theater basics and guide playlist, wherein you can find all those videos which are talking about uh, basic calibration, speaker selection, speaker specs, etc.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, just now you answered Inzen Melody's question. He's replied to you. He's asking, do these projectors have Netflix, etc. built in?
Some of them would have, if they have the stick or the dongle or that Android stick inside it. If not, I think the Amazon Fire TV stick 4K Max, which is around 6,500, is definitely worth buying separately, so that you have that as a separate input product than having something which is part of the built-in OS of the projector. Okay, we have another question from Manjunath. He's saying, can a Denon AVRX 1700H power pole T series 5.1.2 setup or Targa 5.1.2 setup for my home theater setup in a room of 12 by 18 feet. So Manjunath, I think for a 18 by 12 feet, Polk T series won't really do great justice. Taga Harmony, the TAV 600 or 800 is what you should look at, not even the 500. And in case you want to stick to Polk audio, then don't go for Fusion T series. Go for the Monitor XT or the MXT series, because that's a nice series which can do that justice of 18 by 12 feet. And it can definitely work with 1700 as well. Okay, so we have got another question from Mayank asking what would be the best speakers under 1 lakh with Optima USD 35 plus. Uh, so Mayank, we would want to know that are you looking at satellite floor standing, but under 1 lakh? I think for floor standing we have done a video wherein we have given our 5 list for floor standing speakers, and in the satellite segment, what you can look at is Clips Reference Theater Pack. I think that's a great speaker, and I think Pole TL 1600 and Sonodyne Micro HTS. Yeah, so these are some of the nice speakers that you can look at under 1 lakh rupees. So a lot of hearts pouring out. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, we would definitely want to address more and more queries, and that's what we are here for. Next question we have from is Sumit. Can we use a processor with a DSP and active crossover and then connect it with a multi-channel power amplifier? Can we connect output of this multi-channel power amp to the Twitter and mid-bass separately? Sumit, you can't do that. I think your speakers, first of all, need to have the bi-wiring options, wherein you have a separate wire for low frequency and separate power cable coming in for the high frequency. If you have that speaker, then you can use power amp of multi-channel and give that classification. But I'll tell you something. I mean, you can do it, but doing it with the basic Denon AV receivers, Marantz AV receivers will not make justice. We will have to look at a little high-end series of RCAMs and anthems, wherein you get tons of other options to calibrate the system well. Next question is from Vipul. Vipul is saying, can you advise me NVIDIA Shield TV alternative? Oh, I think Roku Media Player is another. Okay, otherwise saying no, but yeah, you can definitely still check that out. If not, Google Chromecast is the basic Android stick, but not that great. Does not support great resolutions.
Sir, but you forget to mention Apple TV.
Because I'm wondering if he's looking at an Android specific media player. So yeah, that's the reason I didn't talk about Apple TV. Also, Apple TV does not have USB, so not really at par with Nvidia Shield TV Pro. That's really a fantastic product. Don't sell it in India, but you can always import it through a friend or any relative coming from abroad. Okay, please tell about Sony HT-A9. So Gautam, HT-A9 works on a phantom technology. Okay, typically in a 5.1 or a 7.1 configuration, you have a center speaker and you have your front and surrounds. How HT-A9 works is that they have got four speakers which they ask you to place in four corners of the room, and they have got speakers in the front as well as on the top. So the top ones are angled and they give you that Atmos experience, and the center is created through a phantom, output by all these four speakers together. I mean, in terms of technology and engineering, a great job done by Sony. In terms of experience, I would say if you have wiring possibility, go for a wired system. If you don't have a wiring possibility, then still go for a Sonos Arc soundbar, buy your surround separately, a separate subwoofer, and enjoy your home theater. Okay, next question is from, please make a video on 5.1 satellite speaker setup up to under 1 lakh rupees. Okay, definitely Prabir will note it down and we'll have some videos more about satellite speakers.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Again, Mubin says thanks, Tanmay, for helping with the projector and speaker wiring in my home yesterday. Really helped a lot.
Oh,
So, would
thank.
you like to tell our viewers about the project also?
So yeah, I mean, Mubin is from Kochi, and I'm happy to help him. So he opted for a service called T20 service, wherein we have a assistance of 20 minutes with me directly. So yeah, that's what he opted for, and that's how we helped him understand the exact locations of the speakers. Now, in case you are not, sure about the system or the products that you want to buy, but your work is stuck on site, okay, we have got a great service for you, which is called a 2D design service. A 2D design service is wherein we get the AutoCAD drawings from you. We mark all the requirement, all the locations of the speakers, the power sockets, projector, everything, so that your electricians can start the conduiting, your designers can start with the design of that room, and your product selection can come at a later stage when you would want it with the interior progressing. So in case you want to opt for that, I would recommend you to go probably to tanmaymehta.tech and check out the services, because we have that service out there. And Atharva has just pinned the comment in the comment, the T20 link. So in case you want to get your own problems directly resolved over a video or an audio call with me, please use that link and sign up for that as well. Okay, so the next question we have is from Pranjal, who is asking, how can I have one solution for both stereo setup music as well as 5.1 surround for movies? I don't want to invest in two amplifiers. Well, Pranjal, right? Could you just take it up?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pranjal, what you can do out here is that there are amplifiers wherein you can have the same amplifier used for a 5.1 setup, and you have a bi-amping done wherein you get power to the stereo floor standing speakers, and that is available from, I think, AV receivers of Denon X 27 and 2800H to begin with. Even Marantz SR5015 would have it. So yeah, those are the easiest solutions wherein you can have a satellite or a bookshelf 5.1, and you can buy a great pair of floor standing speaker which you are using only for two channel hi-fi stereo setup. So yeah, with the same amplifier, definitely can be done. uh, okay, Pratik Bumralkar has asked, I consume a lot of OTT content. We all do, Pratik. Let's be honest. I mean, I have stopped using Tata Sky back in 2019. If at all you also don't use Tata Sky, let me know, because OTT is where the world is moving to, and I'm glad that OTT is growing each and every passing day. So he's saying, I consume a lot of OTT content. Do I need 4K projector or TV to get Dolby Atmos? You do need a 4K projector, not for the Dolby Atmos purposes or the TV also, but for Dolby Atmos. What you need is a projector which supports Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatibility. Even your TV would need to have that. And we recently did a video about 8 minimum things that you need to tick mark while buying TV in 2023, and especially for home theater aspect. So yeah, in case anybody hasn't seen that video, do check that out, because those 8 things are pretty much what you need while buying a TV or projector for home theater. So a lot of questions coming in. Some would get missed. We'll try to stick to as many answers as possible. If not, all this live chat is going to be bear with this video. So in case I miss out any of questions, I'll definitely answer them in the comment section. We have got okay. Praveen says his question is missed. Okay, can we try to find it out? If you want, you can do it at your end. Until then, I'll take the next question.
Yes, sure.
So we have another question coming from Jay. Your views on ELAC AJ1020 subwoofer. So Jay, ELAC AJ1020 is a 60 watt subwoofer. 100 watts is the peak power. The only benefit of AJ1020 is that it has got bash amplification. Now bash amplification is not like class A, class B, but it's a little different class of amplifiers, and that's why it has got a little more. I mean, little power, more power compared to the standard 60 watt subwoofer. Uh, Depending upon the room size, go for it. If at all your room is bigger, you can try to upgrade to a 10.2 subwoofer, which is 100 watts, or else the new series that is coming in from ELAC for the subwoofer is the Varo series, VARRO. So definitely check that out, because that has got some amazing competition to give to the big names of SVS, REL, Velodyne, and Sunfire.
So, sir, I got the question you missed from Mr. Praveen Shukla,
Yeah.
and he was asking, please suggest a speaker package with powerful LCR speakers.
Okay, powerful speaker package with powerful LCR speakers. I think the MNK movie 5.1 that we recently covered is a great speaker package with a very powerful LCR speakers. KEF T30 is another slim on-wall LCR speaker that can also be considered. We have the next questions coming from Tushar. Your views on Onkyo RZ50? Well, Tushar, we are waiting for our direct live mics, which is the UMIC 1 and UMIC 2. Once they come in, we are going to have an entire video of Onkyo TX RZ50, because it's been, I think, 20 days that it's been lying around with us, and we need to unbox it. TX RZ50, out of my views, I think one of the nice AV receivers which has got direct live calibration. So it has got the direct live software built in. Okay, now all the other brands that we are looking at, like Denon, Marantz, which are talking about directs, they don't really have the direct software or the direct live ready built in. So that means that you have to pay additional around $350-400 for the software license and then for the calibration. Whereas with the Onkyo TX RZ50, you have got the direct live ready built in, and all you have to do is just get an installer and pay him for his calibration fees. So a great way to really use direct, and overall the amplification is also great. Pairs well with clip speakers, because clips has got they have got the clips optimized mode, and that clips optimized mode really does the magic, and you don't really need to do anything if you connect it to this on QTX RZ50 speakers.
So, sorry to interrupt you, missed a question from Mr. Mayank, and he's asking, is ELAC HTC132WK is a better option with Optoma UHD 35 4K projector?
So Mayank, if you're referring to ELAC Cinema 5 or Cinema 12, both are great. Cinema 5 is not very powerful. Cinema 12 can definitely be considered. HTC 132, I have not come across this model number, but if that's the same one that we are referring to, yeah, definitely go for it. Uh, Mark Martin says, sorry, but did you answer the question on best home theater speakers 5.1 under 1 lakh? So Mark, we gave some options for home theaters under under 1 lakh rupees or 5.1, and we have done a separate video about the top 5 floor standing packages. So go check that out after this live session. We have another question from Tech Guru Master. Best 4:3 aspect ratio 4K upscale projector. 4:3 aspect ratio. Okay, that's a tricky one, because all the home cinema projectors are 16:9. Some of them have the compatibility to adjust it to 4:3 ratio, but 16:9 is what primary sells more. And if I have to still answer that question, I think I would look at Epson laser projector. So LH some series, I forgot the model number, but yeah, those are some projectors. But they also, I think, come with 16:10. So 4:3, very difficult in 4K, because 4K as a resolution itself is 16:9. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I mean, we are enjoying all these questions, and if you are too, hit the heart again and let us know. And let's take on the next question. So we have Sarvanna asking, looking to decide and buy in few months projector. Epson TW7100 or BenQ TK700. Room size is 11 feet from wall to wall. risky. It has window, good light, but can make dark with double curtain blackout room. So Saravana, I think Epson TW7100 would have challenges to install at that 11 by 11 feet wall to wall distance, because from 11 feet, what maximum screen size you would get is not more than 92 inches. But instead of TK700, I wanted to go for the W1800 projector if you want the bigger screen that is beyond 92 inches. And W1800 is a little better in terms of its contrast and the entire image than the TK700 projector. So go for W1800. You can definitely cancel the TK700. Raj is asking, sir, monitor 300 floor standing speakers are good option with Denon 1700H or 1800H. So I think Raj, they're both good with either of these two amplifiers. What you need to check is your giving, your throw distance. If the speakers need to cover a distance of more than 15-20 feet, definitely go for 2700H. If not, you can stick to a X1700H. Also, if you have got TV and projector both, you will need dual HDMI output, and that's why 2700H can do that job. Yeah, done with the with Raj's question. We have next question from Dushyant, who is asking. We missed on his question about bookshelf speaker stands, and he suggested budget ones. So Dushyant, I think budgeted bookshelf speaker stands, Tono makes one of the nice bookshelf stands. The model number is HFB101, I think. So that's available on Amazon. If not, drop in a comment after this live, and my team will help you with those stands. Priced around 15,000 rupees for a pair, but that's the cheapest that you could get in India. Okay, so Dakshin has said, "Sir, I'm looking forward to buy M&K LCR 750." So Dakshin, I mean, yesterday only I saw that speaker. It's definitely worth it. It's one of the first packages which is THX certified back, I think 20 years back or 30 years back. I'm talking about. The product is still the same. They have got some new variations to it. So yeah, M&K LCR 750 can definitely be considered, and it's really worth buying. We have Pratik, who has said that for a room size of 15 feet by 10 feet, best Dolby Atmos setup under 2.5 lakh, including every receiver. Uh, okay, I think Pratik, what you can do is for this kind of packages, the first one that we just answered about ELAC debut series. So that is something which is around 2.5 lakhs and is very nice for that room size. If you want to go for bookshelves, Polk Elite Signature package can be considered. And in case you want to go for satellites, then the Clips Reference Cinema Pack with a Marantz receiver can be considered.
So, Sir Srinath has asked a very interesting question, and the question I've also been asking to you for a long time: why
Okay.
UST projectors are very expensive in India?
Very, very
Yeah,
actually.
it's very very. So, it's my personal question to you again.
Okay. So the reason why ultra short throw projectors are very, very expensive in India was, first of all, they use a technology called laser technology. Now, laser technology is primarily very expensive because lamp is what has been always ruling in the projectors, and laser is a new technology that has now started adapting. So laser technology definitely is very expensive, and you don't get any laser projector under 1.5 lakh rupees. Okay, so that's one reason. The second reason why ultra short throw projectors are expensive, because they have to cover a big screen from a distance of 1 feet, and that is only possible when you do that kind of engineering. So that engineering is definitely going to add up to the cost. And the third thing is that it needs to have high lumens. What we are looking at is 3000 lumens and above. So definitely would need that kind of work behind that project, and that's why they're expensive. And one of the main reasons why any of the hi-fi products are expensive in India is because of the GST that they attract. I mean, 28% is the GST on ultra short throw or any projectors. So yeah, that is the only reason. I mean, if you let go of that 28%, you will see that projector price coming at a very reasonable level.
So another one great question from Anuj. You can see
Oh,
that.
hi Anuj. I mean, I hope you're doing great and your Sonos Power system is rocking as well. So, for expensive home theater system, should we spend more for calibration software or should we go for manual setting? Is there any difference in output? So, Anuj, I mean, definitely if you go for an expensive calibration system like Dirac, it's just going to blow the mind and the world apart for you, because it's going to study the room very accurately, because these mics are very special. They have got that kind of diaphragm inside, and it comes with its own plugin as well, so it studies all those things. And these are connected to your laptops, so it's not like those Odyssey mics which are not that powerful. these mics are a different level altogether. And with that calibration software, you can actually adjust the curve. So with those kind of output, definitely these expensive calibration softwares do make a difference. But yeah, I mean, if your manual setting as of now is doing fine, let it continue, because we always say that your speakers need 200 hours of playback to get little free. So once we complete that, probably we'll connect again, Anuj, and do the direct or any other calibration during that time. Okay, Atishay Jain has said using Denonex 1700H for a 5.1.2 amp, for a 5.1.2 configuration, but the amp is 7.1 channel. Also, I feel the Dolby speakers are giving sound of surround also from ceiling. How to correct them to Dolby only if they are wrong? So first of all, Atishay, you need to check the info button when you watch any content, because it tells you the input signal and it also shows you the output signal. So I think that basic stuff, if you do, you will understand whether it's a Dolby Atmos playback or what kind of playback happening on your amplifier. And it purely varies on content to content and how it is produced. For instance, if the movie is not Dolby Atmos, you'll obviously get the surround sound from the Atmos speakers as well. Um, we have next question from Sajid, who is saying that planning a dedicated 5.1.4 home theater for room size of 20 by 13 feet with Optima UHD 55 projector, Maran Cinema 50, Mission LX. Okay. I think that's great combination, Sajid. Definitely go for it. I wish you all the best and do let us know how that turns out to be. He's also asked SVS PB sub suggestions and comments, please. Okay, so SVS 1000 PB, it's a ported subwoofer, very powerful, and just get the crossover setting done right, and you will be able to enjoy this. If you go for the Pro model in the SVS series, you will be getting a mobile app control to calibrate the subwoofer, and with that app, you can actually put the subwoofer either in ported or on sealed mode. So that's the advantage. And if it's on sealed, you will get a little tight and accurate bass. But if you want more power, then you can stick to ported. So go for a PB 2000 Pro, 1000 Pro model. Okay, so Jay has said I have a budget of 2.5 lakh for the 4K projector. What you will suggest me to buy in India? So just three options for you. First one is the Epson 9400, which is a lamp-based projector. Second one is the Optima UH Z50, which is a laser projector. And the third model that you can evaluate for this budget is the BenQ W5700. So these are the three options which you can evaluate in that particular price range. Okay, 7.1 channel works for 5.1.2, right? Yeah, definitely it works for 5.1.2. Only thing is when you do the calibration, when you go into the manual setup, don't select the speakers as Atmos, just select them as your surround speakers. So with that, I think it will work on a 7.1 format. And similarly, the same 7.1, when selected as front presence, front height, top, middle, whatever that terminology would be, then it will act as a 5.1.2 configuration.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Spursh has said that you missed his question, which was which subwoofer, which TV, which screen, and which speaker should we buy?
Okay, which TV? I'm a great fan of LG TVs. So yeah, that is something that you can consider. For projector, was there a
Yeah.
projector as well? Okay, for projector again varies from your price expectations. For Full HD, there's different models which we have recently done a few videos about. For 4K, there is another different range. So purely based upon your technologies that you want or the features that you would want.
He's asking
And
about speakers and subwoofers as well.
speakers and subwoofers. Okay, so let me do one thing. So Sparsh, why don't you just go back to that link of designing a home theater system, and Atharva will just pin that for you. So use that, drop in your questions, and I think your answer selections will tell us as well as you also what kind of systems we are looking at. In the meanwhile, we have Sainath saying is absent TW9400 still good in 2023. Yes, it's definitely good in 2023 as well, and that's the reason why company hasn't discontinued that product. So definitely worth buying. Aside, Srinath. We have Vinay asking us, have you set up six speakers as Atmos 7.2.6 with processors like Tourminer or Blick Emotiva? So Vinay, we haven't done 7.2.6. 7.2.4 has been the maximum for us. But 7.2.6 versus 9.2.4, I think 9.2.4 would make more justice. No need to add more layers in the Atmos by not having the first your 2D channels figured out. So I would say go for a 9.2.4 setup than a 7.2.6 setup. And tone winner Emotiva, yeah, we have used them a lot. The Emotiva MR1 and the MR1L new AV receivers are really great. You should check them out. Tone winner, I mean, they are also very robust. Only thing is the calibration softwares are not that great in tone winner, so I would not recommend them more for you. Okay, Anjan Nelu says, "Hi sir, how is 4 movie R1 Nano Ultra Short Throw Laser Projector?" I think that's the new projector if you are referring to. I haven't seen that, so I won't be able to comment on it. But we have the 4 movie Ultra Short Throw projector, so that definitely would be coming soon on our channel as well. We have okay RX A3060 plus MNK. Yeah, I think Dakshin, that's a nice AV receiver. Can definitely power your M&K speaker. Go for it. X12 plus subwoofer. X12 subwoofer is also very nice. Stick to that. Dushan says, I have direct live software on my receiver, but I don't know how to calibrate the system optimally. Where can I learn or get educated? Very few resources, Dushant, for direct live calibration studies. But definitely, we are looking forward to get the mics, get some videos live running for you. But for now, I would recommend you to get a third party installer to come and calibrate the direct live for you. Don't do it yourself. And great questions coming in, guys. Thank you so much. I mean, it's really nice to see so many of these questions get addressed in one episode of GetHelp. So yeah, really happy. In case you also are loving it, please hit like button. We have got next question from uh, okay. Arun says, what is the best source of AV receiver? Nvidia Shield or Apple TV or Fire Basic Max or PS5? I think the rank by which you listed, Arun, that's the perfect rank. Nvidia will always be at the top because it's not just a media player; it is also giving you freedom to connect hard drives. So yeah, definitely worth it, and has got one of the best output standards for Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. Apple TV is second best because it is not biased like Fire TV Stick, wherein it will not give you Atmos on certain titles on Netflix. So yeah, that's why Apple TV is what we'll stick with. Also, the Apple TV app, by the way, guys, I don't know how many of you really enjoy that. In case you do, let us know in the comments because Apple TV Plus app has got some great content library of Dolby Atmos. So definitely look for it and watch some content on it. Yeah. Uh, the next one is from Mikhail. From an Atmos perspective, in a dedicated room, would a Samsung Q990C soundbar be almost as good as a decent AVR and speaker? So, Mikhail, I mean, from an Atmos point of view, if you're talking about the surround sound and the Atmos, I think surround sound is great. But for Atmos and the front LCR or the front sound stage, soundbars will never match to a level of AVR with separate speakers. So, going for a separate speakers with AVR will always be better. I know that getting them around 95 is not possible. You will have to spend at least 1.2 to 1.5 lakhs, but worth every penny is what I can tell you.
So we have got a question on Slack. Gaurav Verma is asking, I have BenQ TK700.
Okay.
How to play movie in 3D mode on that projector and your views on 3D technology.
Oh wow. So 3D technology, we did a video,
Yeah,
right? We
yeah,
have
we
done
have
a
done a
separate
video. Yeah,
video about
yeah.
whether 3D is really there in home cinema system. Should you buy 3D products? I don't see a need because OTT is what, as we said, we are all watching, right? And OTT does not have 3D support. There are projectors wherein you can convert 2D to 3D, but it needs licensing. And this copyright protection on the OTT platforms will not allow you to convert that content. So that's why if you can, let go of it, please let go because 3D not really worth it. You can enjoy a movie in a normal commercial cinemaplex, which is on a separate, satellite connection, but for home theater purposes, I think 3D not really worth it. Okay, best 5.1 setups under 1 lakhs. I think Atharva, we need to do a video soon
Yeah.
about this best 5.1 setups under 1 lakh. And in case you guys want it with AVR, without AVR, do let us know because AVR pricing is going to be half of that 1 lakh. So yeah, that would change the scenario. Put that out. And we have done some videos about whole TL1600 versus Sonodyne versus Elax Cinema 5. Do check them out for all of you who are looking for packages under 1 lakh
So we
rupees.
recently did a comparison video also. It wasn't under 1 lakh rupees, but we did a comparison between MNK movie
Yeah, that's
5.1
around
and yeah,
2.5.
that was
Yeah,
around 2.5
that is
lakhs.
also something which you can definitely look for. Next question we have from, okay, can we go down a little bit? Okay, you can probably check the other questions which you have missed out here.
Yeah.
So best, no, I think, okay. Can you please suggest the cheapest ultra short throw projector that is available in India? I'm so much confused to buy 9400 or any ultra short throw project is over 5 lakhs overall. So Srinath, and for all of you who have this question that should I buy an ultra short throw projector or should I buy a long throw projector? I think what you need to understand is two things. Which room are we looking at? Because ultra short throw projectors are not really meant for necessarily home theater application. Their first job is to replace your large size TVs. Because today when we buy an 85 inches TV, it is going to cost us somewhere around 8 to 10 lakhs. And that is where these ultra short throw projectors with 100 or 120 inches screen will still be under 5 lakhs, and that's what they are replacing. Okay, so the primary objective of ultra short throw is in the living room. Now you can definitely use it in the dedicated cinema room, but I would not want you to do that because dedicated cinema room deserves a long throw projector which can have a screen taken as big as 180 inches if at all your room demands that. And in that, if you want to stick to laser as a technology, then there are some great options in JVC, Sony, Epson LS 12,000B is what you can look at, because these are meant for long throw and these are dedicated home theater projectors. So first thing that you need to sort out is whether you want to buy a projector for your living room or for a dedicated cinema room. Okay, the second thing that you would want to get things right in your head is whether your usage is going to be more than 10 hours every week, then buy laser. Okay, just because it's a new technology doesn't mean that we all run towards it. If it's laser, you still want to have it used only if your usage is more than 10 hours every week so that it recovers the cost. But in case if your usage is less than 10 hours, then stick to a lamp based projector that will do great justice because the lamp replenish cost is not very high. So you can stick to that.
So
We'll take
sir,
last few questions, four
yeah.
or five questions before we move towards the end of the video.
So Arun has asked a very good question. What is the difference between spatial 3D audio and Dolby Atmos?
So special audio is kind of Dolby Atmos, but not really a Dolby Atmos. It's primarily meant for headphones as a technology because in headphones, to create that Dolby Atmos experience with only two channel that is left right, they use something called as the special 3D audio, and that's why the special 3D audio and Dolby Atmos are two different technologies. But more or less, one is meant for a home theater environment, one is meant for personal environment. That's the basic difference.
Yeah, one more good question from Shraddha. She's asking, does short throw goes well with motorized screen?
So short throw projector, ultra short throw is what I'm understanding from here. So ultra short throw projector definitely goes well with motorized screen, but there are very few screen out there which have got ultra short throw fabric in a motorized segment. So what they have is the floor rise up screen, and that requires a cabinet of 10 feet, 9 feet, as depending upon the screen size. So yeah, if that is what you need as a motorized option, then you can go for it. Also, we have done a video wherein we have spoken about five things that you need to check, right? Five, right?
Yeah, it was
Five things
five.
that you need to check before buying ALR screen. So go check that out for all of you who are looking to buy ultra short throw projectors. It will definitely help you, and that's this is my assurance to you. Okay, thank you for the live. You have been helpful, just like you've been over chat. Atish, thank you. Thank you so much for your feedback. It really helps us. By the way, I've got one question for all of you guys. If you feel that these kind of live sessions, okay, of our get help series would work for you in your favor, then please put a yes in the comment box so that me and my team can come up with a schedule and have get help videos come as the YouTube live sessions and not just stick to a standard 3 question video. So let us know in the comment box right now. Say yes if you want it, and also let us know how many videos you want them. I know we all want it every day, but unfortunately I have my business to run and I have to take care of all my team members. So yeah, we won't be able to do it every day, though I would love to do this for you. But let us know if you want to do it bi-weekly or once in a month. Whatever works for you, let me know and we will try to see a schedule for it. Also, if Thursdays work for you, by the way, Thursday 7:30 p.m., which is this time, if that works for you, that also let us know. During daytime, it's difficult for you. Is what I would understand. Okay, let's take last two, three questions. We have Tushar asking us, in a room 10 feet by 14 feet, a single big subwoofer or two medium powered subwoofers. What would you suggest? See, two is always better, irrespective of the room size. Okay, even if it's a 10 by 10, go for two. If your budget permits and if you have got that, capacity in your floor space to accommodate them, because two is always balanced. It's just like left and right channel. So yeah, do that. And when you do that, have them in opposite corners. Okay, because opposite corners will always work well, instead of having both of them necessarily in the front. But again, check the video back again in case you have missed how to place the subwoofer and what are the settings for subwoofer. So that was, yes, you can do that. Okay, we have got so many yes for YouTube. We are going to put that in our agenda, and we are going to have coming every fortnight probably. Let's Can we have a couple of more questions, Adhava?
Yeah, okay. So Chandrasekhar Raju is asking,
I'm
"Hi,
good.
I'm planning to replace my current fully functional Epson 2100 home cinema only to get 4K resolution between BenQ TK850i and Epson TW7100. Which one is better? And I believe it is too late. Is it too late to buy LCD projector?"
It's never too late to buy LCD projector, because LCD is the only technology which is proprietary of Epson. All the other DLP projectors are using a third-party device which is from Texas Instruments as the DLP chip to bring out the projection. So definitely, it's never late to buy LCD projector. Between these two models, I think BenQ W1800 and TW7100 would get the thumbs up. And in case you want to stick to DLP more than W1800, what you can also look at is the UHD 35 model. Okay, could you just take it a little up?
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
Shraddha has again asked a question. We would like to know more about acoustic treatment.
Okay, we'll do a special series, Shraddha, for acoustic in a home theater room. We have done some basic videos, and we do have a private video which is not listed on the channel, and that's for those who have opted for our T20 services. So, in case you still want that video, please sign up for the T20 and have that video of acoustics.
So very interesting question again from Sainath. Sir, your personal favorite speaker brand?
Okay, that's something that I always rated not to get in this YouTube live, because that is going to put me in a spot. Uh, okay, but to just be political as well as have a very nice answer given to all of you. If I have to do a home theater room, I would have a different set of speakers or different brand of speaker. If I'm going to listen or put it in a two-channel stereo, I would have a different opinion. For two-channel stereo, I think the B&Ws, the big ones, the bad boys, is what I'll have in my two-channel stereo setups. And I would also look at the Sonos Faber series of speakers. I think the new Stradivari is what was fantastic. And in the home cinema segment, I think speakers like M&K, JBL Synthesis, and Klipsch THX Ultra 2 series are some of the speakers that I have in my mind right now, which I would buy if I have to do my own home theater. Could you just take scroll up? There are a couple of questions that I feel I missed. Okay. Okay. Okay, just a year. Okay, is the voltage stabilizer required for the projector? We have home UPS. Online UPS with a voltage stabilizer is always better. Never ever connect any of your AV devices to a inverter, because inverter gives a reverse current and it is definitely going to spoil your electronic devices, and these are very delicate devices. So definitely pull that out first thing today after this live. Buy a good voltage stabilizer, which is from VGuard, or I think there are so many brands online. Amazon as well has them. So do check them out and use that for your requirements. And in case you want to stick to online UPS, APC UPS is there. There are some other brands. We have recently come across few complaints of APC, but you can check with your inverter supplier if he has an online UPS. And there's another product which is called power conditioner, which is exactly the best product that you would want to have, because it is not only going to safeguard your electronics, but it is also going to ensure that you get a clean power supply to the product. And we are going to have this video coming soon, wherein we differentiate between the UPS inverter and the power conditioners. So stay tuned. And
So sorry to interrupt, sir. We have got a question on Slack. Best subwoofer under 1.5 lakhs for a 15 by 20 feet room.
SVS subwoofers are fantastic. The 2000 series, 4000 series. There is Rel, which is again very nice. And the last one that I can think of is probably the Revel B1. I have personally used it. I have loved it, and it has got some amazing control and very tight and very nice bass. So that is what you can look at. Okay, thank you for the live. What's the difference between special? Okay, so I hope most of the questions are answered. In case, because I am as excited as you are to answer all of these questions. Okay, fine. I'll take two more questions. Okay, let's do it. So Manotosh Mitra has said, I have 92 inches LED screen, my projector ES5000. My left and right is Dali Oberon 5, my room is small. I have to put my screen above the Oberon 5, it's 34 inches from the floor. Is it too high? Manotosh, yes, 34 inches can be a little high. We have done a video wherein we have asked you to calculate the screen height and do that. So make sure to check that. In case you don't find it, drop a message after this live on the same video itself and we'll share that video with you. But we have shared the exact height and what's the eye level to be maintained for the screen. It typically depends upon the back. Okay, so I think let's not put that over here. I know where you would download movies. Would it affect? Well, it depends upon what quality you're downloading. If it's a 700 MB movie, I think you're just going to spoil the fun. But if you're downloading something which is 1520 GB movie, then yeah, I think it's going to be still compressed, but still better. So yeah, that you can continue. Um, I've tried the Indian brand Reflex. They have two different lines now. Yeah, Reflex Audio, another good home theater speaker brand, which is made in India from Kolhapur. We have again visited the booth in What Hi-Fi, and in case you want to see the speakers, check our What Hi-Fi series videos. You will get that. Ask for feedback. Okay, so please tell me, how did this live go? If you guys loved this video and if you have answered, if I have answered so many of your questions, then please let me know in the comments because we want these live sessions to answer and to reach out to more and more people. Because believe me, I mean, the reason why I'm here and at this hour in our office is to ensure that our work really reaches out to more and more people. And the reason why I always speak about India, because I know in our country, hi-fi is not perceived in the manner that it has to be. Okay, all our life we have seen these large format retail stores showing us off the shelf systems which are not really a home theater system. And that's why to encourage the right concept of home theater has always been our mission. And in case you have found some value in it, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I highly recommend you to do that because that is one small button that we only ask from you until unless you want to obviously buy some of our other services which are paid. But this is one free service for you. Please subscribe right now so that we can continue this journey together more and more.
So before we sign off, last question from Amit. He has asked several
Okay.
times.
Okay.
Sony HT-A9 with
With
new
new
Sony to central channel.
for or center or two or center channel, what would be your take? Sony ST with new Sony 2. Okay. So Amit, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know this new center which you're referring to. But if that center speaker is separately given and it works, then yeah, definitely you can consider it. And I hope if there are no other questions that are missed, I'll be glad. But in case I have, this chat is going to be there in this video. So definitely once it gets uploaded, I'm going to answer those questions that I've missed. So stay tuned. I mean, I'll answer all of these questions and share your likes, not just on the live chat, but also to the video once it goes live, because we would need rather your help to reach out to more and more people. And yeah, I mean, if you've got any feedback for us, put that in the comments because it has been a great last 1 hour talking so much about home theaters. I mean, really, I think we have covered how much, 50 plus questions.
Yeah, we have covered almost around 60 to 70 questions.
So that was really nice because an 8-minute video with only 3 questions would never and would never help us in our journey. So that's the reason YouTube Live is here. So we would come up with a timetable for it. If you want to stay in touch in our social media handles to observe our daily activities and the things we do, the projects we have completed, please go on to your Instagram account now and check out Touchwood Automations. Hit the follow button, and we would again be in touch over there as well every day. And every week we have 2 3 videos coming up, which are product comparisons, we have specifications, we have tips and tricks, we have got good hacks, we have got some home theater basics covered. So a lot of things, a lot of different playlists, we keep on bringing content every week, and that's a journey that we are going to continue. But for you to be part of that journey, I want you to click that subscribe button right now, so do that. And I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theater wale bhaiya, is going to see you in the next YouTube live session again, and in all the other videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying tuned. And I would want to thank Atharva and my entire team at Touchwood Automations for encouraging me to be here, to be for all of you, and to continue to do what I do best while they do what they do best. So thank you all for being here, and thanks. See you once again.